Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel again. So in this video we are going to talk about resident load. So resident load is one of the famous loading technique in the QlikView. So loading technique means what? Like how do we load the data in QlikView is called as loading technique. So inline load. So this is the this is also one way to load the data. The script load. So if we do a table view and if we try to load any data, that is also called as a loading technique. So what do you mean by resident load? So resident load is why important, because so let's assume that we have a table 1 and the table 1 consists of two columns, that is a row and name, like 1 2 3 4, and the name is ABCD. Similarly for table 2 we have something called roll number and the marks, like 1 2 3 4, and the marks is 10 20 30 40. So it's the same case like join. If you watch the previous video, we have talked about concat and join. So it's the same case. If you want like roll number, name and marks in one table, we can do left join, or we can do inner join. So that will produce the same result that if you want roll, name and marks. But what if like we have like 50 of columns in table 1 and 50 columns in table 2, but we want specifically like 10 columns from table 1 and 10 columns from table 2. So on that case the resident load come into action. So the syntax will be same in everything, just the column name will be changed. So what we do here is, so it's a table that I have created called resident table, in which I am loading the data from table 1. So load table from data from table 1, and what are the things I am loading? I am loading roll number and name, and renaming it as a roll number and name as a full name, and here the keyword comes into action. So from where I am loading this data from? So I am loading this data from a table called T1, table 1. So you have to just write inside this table. I am creating a new table, resident table, and I am loading this data from this table, resident table 1. So what if like we had 100 of columns here? So if we choose only 2 columns, only the 2 columns will be updated in this resident table, new table. So so I guess it made clear to you. And again we do the same. So most of the cases the resident load is always followed by a join, because what we are end goal here is we are taking the specific column from some table and specific column from another table, and we are trying to join it and make a single table. So on that sense always the resident load in most of the cases will be followed by join. So here also I am doing the same thing. I am loading this marks and roll number from which table? We had table 2 where we have roll and marks. So I am loading this data and resident table 2. It means that I am loading the data from this table 2, which is already present. Yeah, and I am joining this both of the table called I am joining this resident table and with this data. And if I run this and reload the data set, let's check how does the table view looks like. If we go to table view, we had two table called table 1 and table 2. So table 1 consists of roll name and the another one is roll mass. So now the resident table that we have created by the resident load, it consists of 3 columns called roll number, full name and full marks, so total marks. So that's the basic concept of resident loading. I hope you like this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. See you in the next video. Bye.